Hello everyone, this is R.K.Reddy, founder of Springboard Community. As you all know, I have been sharing my thoughts through my articles and blogs for the last couple of years. Thanks to all of you for sharing your feedback on all my blogs, and it helped me a lot in refining my thought process. I thought my message would reach out to more people if I could share my thoughts on a podcast and on YouTube videos. You must know already that for the last several years, I have been addressing school and college students whenever I was given an opportunity. During this process, I learned a lot as to what kind of inputs would help students groom them better for all the future challenges that they are going to deal with. I would not be talking about anything that is already being taught as part of academics. My focus will be in terms of providing inputs on human psychology, personal development, and industry insights with all my empirical evidences. Given my close to 3 decades of work experience, I have a fair understanding as to what skills and personality traits that would separate the successful ones from the mediocre. Well, without any further ado, let me discuss about today's topic. Today's topic is about the insights that we can learn from the current wealth distribution pattern. Oxfam, let me spell it out, OXFAM, is a charitable organization which does an extensive research on the economy every year. Recently, they shared some of the startling facts about economy and wealth distribution in the recently held World Economic Forum Summit. When I became curious and read the report, I could not believe in these numbers. Never thought that there is so much of disparity and inequality in the wealth distribution pattern. Let me walk you through those details. 42 people hold as much wealth as 3.5 billion, who make up the poorest half of the world's population. I mean, just 42 people are holding as much as 50% of the whole wealth in the world. 82% of the global wealth generated in 2017 went into the hands of just 1% of the wealthy people. 8 billionaires held the same wealth as half of the population. One more interesting fact here, the founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, apparently his wealth increased by 6 billion in the first 10 days of 2017, which made him the world's richest man. Okay, let us look at what are the typical reasons that are cited for these disparities in income. The first reason, which I have seen from the same report, was excessive corporate influence and policy making. What they feel is the corporates, the influential, the big corporate giants are influencing governments to make the policies to benefit their companies. And the second reason is erosion of workers' rights. It seems to be true because 30 years back, most of the trade unions used to be very, very strong, and they used to have a lot of influence on all the management decisions. And today, it doesn't seem to be so. And the third reason, which I came to understand from the report was a relentless drive to minimize the costs and to maximize the returns to the investors. And this is also true. There are many optimization techniques are being deployed to make sure the net profits are increased and maximum returns always given to the investors. All these points could be some of the reasons for the disparity. Ironically, these disparities have been prevailing not just in the last several decades, for centuries. I personally feel there is a fundamental difference in the way people approach their life. Very few people make or break things in the world. The rest are just in the game. They just survive and barely get by. We could call these people proactive or reactive people, people that are in creative mode and survival mode, and people that are with growth mindset and fixed mindset. I strongly believe these personality differences are the reason why we see so much of disparity in the wealth distribution. There are very few people that are proactive, creative, and with growth mindset. Only these people venture to take risks in life. They think creatively, and they show perseverance and resilience. That is the reason why they walk away with exponential results. Let me try to briefly explain why one of these personality traits Sorry for that pause. Let me try to briefly explain each one of these personality traits to understand things better. A proactive person feels responsible for his own life. A proactive person is always driven by carefully considered, selected, and internalized values, whereas a reactive person is driven by his feelings, circumstances, conditions, and the environment. A proactive person always believes that whenever he encounters with a situation, there is a choice for him to respond to the situation. He will use his human faculties like self-awareness, imagination, and conscience to make meaningful decisions at every step of the way. Deep down, every one of us is creative. Unfortunately, very few of us strive to bring out that creative impulse and do something meaningful with it. Most of us are in survival mode and try to barely get by with whatever little that we achieved. We will discuss in detail about all these personality traits in the forthcoming episodes of these talks. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Please share your feedback so that it helps me to refine my thoughts. Stay tuned. We will catch up again pretty soon. Thank you. Hello everyone. This is R.K.